Hey guys, welcome back. Craig Carone here. So in this video, we're going to be talking about targeting and how to target people, to actually develop that conversation. So when we're targeting, we want to target people that are in our interested niche. So if you're a network marketer, you want to target people that are into that are into network marketing. So and especially if you're like an affiliate marketer and you just want to like approach people and talk to them into buying one of your products or an affiliate product or something like that. So this video is actually going to be pretty short, and then the next video we're going to actually go into like the strategy and stuff like that. So the first thing that we can do when we target people is there's a few different things we can do. For instance, if you come down here, let's actually go to the home page real quick. So if you come down here where it says chat, you're actually going to find, this is where all your friends are at. These are friends that are actually online right now. Okay, and then if you come down here, you'll see more friends. And as you can see, it's still pretty early in the morning on a Monday. So you're not going to see a whole lot of people on, but during the day, you're going to see a whole lot more, depending on how many friends you have. So the first thing that you can do before you start targeting is you can talk to people that are maybe on your friends list that you haven't talked to before. Okay, so for instance, I can come to this guy here, Richard Floyd, and I'll just pop up his box here, and I can see I've never talked to him privately before or in a message, and that's how you can tell if you've talked to someone before, right? So what I would do is I would come over here, click on his profile, and obviously we're not going to get into it right now, but we're going to use photos and we're going to use their timeline and we're going to use their about section for fuel to, spark that conversation. So, obviously when we look at their about section, when we look at, different things of their profile or on their profile, we're going to see if they're, actually targeted to what we're doing. Okay. So that's just one technique that you can use to start conversations with new people. Okay. Let's go ahead and close this out. The next thing we can do is we can target their friends, okay? So as you can see right here, you're going to see where it says friends. You can see he's got 3,263 friends, all right? Now, the important key here is finding people that are mutual friends also of yours, right? So here's the thing. Or I'm sorry, mutual friends of theirs as well. So let's go over here real quick and take a look. Okay, so as you can see, these are pretty much like all his friends. So it would be pretty easy to target these people. And all you have to do really is just click on their name and it'll take you to their profile. Okay, and like I said, next video we're going to go over how to contact people and things like that, how to send them a message and use a certain type of message to get them to add you, right? So we want to add people as well. But we want to add people that, are interesting, people that are targeted to our niche. And we're going to use our friend here as fuel, okay? And I'll show you that in the next video. So that's another way to target. Okay, so now you've got ways to target people. You've got your chat box, okay? And you've got your friends. You could target them that way. Okay, now the next thing we can do is we can go into groups. Okay, so if you're in any groups, you can target people in different groups as well. So let's go into this group here that I have, MLM Hidden Secrets. And what I typically look for, honestly, is I look for people that are spamming. And the reason why I do that is because I want to find people that are spamming, because it shows me that they don't have a whole lot of experience, that they need to improve on their they need to improve on their marketing. And if they're spamming all the time and you see them just spamming their links, then they need some improvement. And you're the person that can show them how to, step away from all the spamming stuff and be different, okay? So for instance, what I can do is I can come over here and I can see this guy here is definitely, spamming here. And if you look at his wall even, you can see this is like a total turnoff, right? I mean, he's got all the money and the flashiness, and he's talking about this cycler here. So, we don't want, I have no idea why he's got his email username. I don't know what that is. But anyway, this is another way to target people. And let's go back here, though, for a second, because I want to show you guys something. It didn't let me go. Let's go back to MLM Hidden Secrets. Sorry. So, let's see here. So if you look down this page here, you're going to see a ton of people. I mean, just ridiculous amounts of people that are spamming their different things. Some of them are just, putting their blogs on there. Honestly, I don't like doing any of that stuff. I don't like putting my blogs in groups or anything like that. It just looks, you just look like another spammer like everybody else. I've done this before. I've done tests on this to see how well it works. And honestly, when you do blogs, when you're posting your blogs, it really doesn't, in my opinion, it doesn't do much, okay? All it does is get you a bunch of likes. No one actually goes to your blog and reads anything. They just hit the like button and they're gone. So, like, for instance, one time I did a blog post and I put it in, like, 15 groups, and next thing I know, I've got, like, 41 likes within, like, 2 minutes. There's no way that everybody went through my video, which was a 20-minute video, okay, and liked it, because it took 2 minutes to like the page. I mean, within 2 or 5 minutes, I had like 41 likes. So no one even went through the video. So it was pretty awful. It felt like I was getting hit by a bunch of bots or something, okay? People don't pay attention. They just hit the like, and that's it. All right. Matter of fact, a lot of times they won't even click your link. They'll just hit like or here. All right, and that's it. It's pretty crazy. So let's go into some of these other guys that are promoting. As you can see, here's another guy here that's promoting his links. This guy here. I mean, everybody's just promoting. And here we go, another flashy car here. There's nothing really about this guy. He's just got a picture of an astronaut floating over the Earth here. And you see there's no interaction. Like we talked about our profile before, there's really no interaction here at all. No one's liking his posts or anything like that. Okay. So that's pretty much how you target different people. You can use fan pages as well. So let's go into fan pages as well. And I'm going to teach you guys in the next video how to do all this and how to target people and how to figure out who is, in your target market. All right. So let's go into pages. So I've got a few pages here that I belong to. Most of them are mine. Let's see here. Let's just look for some pages. So I'll just come up here and I'll look for some pages. Let's look for MLM. Okay, and I'll just see what kind of pages are out there for the MLM thing here. Groups. Let's see, MLM leader. Let's go down here. Okay, pages named MLM, so we'll come down here and just click on that. And you can see, I mean, this is really powerful, guys, seriously, because, and we're going to get into we're going to actually get into the Facebook graph search as well. So if you haven't signed up for the Facebook graph search, just go on Google and just type in Facebook graph search. It'll be your first link, and just click the button. It'll say something like try Facebook graph search or something. It takes about 2 weeks to get approved, but I'm telling you, it is so powerful, guys. You're going to be able to narrow down targeted people so much that it's just going to blow your mind. Okay, and I'm going to show you that in a future video here. So we've got MLM Mastermind event. We've got in MLM Industrials, MLM Leads. So let's go in here. We got 26,311 people that like this page. Okay, now remember, it's not about how many likes a fan page has, because anybody can get likes. It's really honestly about the people that are talking about it. Okay, it's about the interaction on these pages. You can see, I mean, this is a post here. What are you doing this weekend? And he's got a link here, MLM phone room. Pages are where pages are the place to really promote your stuff, your business, okay? Not your profile, okay? People go to pages to check out your business, okay? So as you can see, there's 43 people that like this post. There's 9 comments here. So what I can do is I can target people that are an MLM that are actually, and I can find out a little bit more about them, okay? I found a good program that helps where I'd like to be right now. So you can use this as fuel as well to target down more, to target down, your specific niche. So if you're an MLM, you can find people in here. So let's see. And I'm going to try to find people that are either spamming or not spamming. It just really doesn't matter to me. Let's see. These are people mostly that are spamming, but I want to look for someone that's just, leaving just a relevant comment. Okay. Now imagine, guys, if you targeted down so good and you found a profile that, maybe has some great information about them. Maybe they're a leader in their industry. Imagine approaching them the right way, okay? Now, if you approach an experienced marketer the right way, just imagine what that can do to your business, okay? Because they're going to respect that you just started a conversation with them. And if you can get them into your company, someone that knows what they're doing, someone that builds teams, that is so powerful. I mean, you can have a person in your business that's recruiting 200-300 people. I mean, how powerful would that be for you? So just think about that. Don't just try to target people that are new and things like that, because, we don't want to have to spend a ton of time with new people, okay? Or tire kickers is what we call them, people that just join every different opportunity, okay? Yeah, you can duplicate them and teach them exactly what I'm teaching you, but more than likely, a lot of times, they're not going to do anything, right? I mean, they don't like to do work. They just want to join something, make some money, and that's it. So I like to try to find people that are a little bit more serious about marketing, people that are into maybe, like I said, if they're in MLM, they might be doing good with MLM. You can kind of tell when you go to their profile, how their profile's set up, what kind of experience they have. We're not looking for big, huge MLM leaders or anything, but that would be nice to get too. But we're looking for people that know how to promote, that know how to recruit, that are actually learning things, okay? People that actually sound like they know what they're talking about. All right. So let's see here. Let's just scroll down here more, and let's just try to find some people here. Let's see. And this might not be a good page to use as an example, but it was the first one I saw. Okay. All right, so this guy here, Nane Calder, you can see that he's, got a pretty relevant comment here. He's not promoting anything. So let's just take a look at him real quick. So you can see he's got, he's over here. He's got a picture of himself here. Looks like he's ready to take a dip. Okay. The one thing I noticed, though, is you can't add him as a friend, and either he's got that taken off or he's got way too many friends on his list already. So that usually comes off when that happens. But as you can see, let's see. Let's go to his About section here. He doesn't have much. It's all in Spanish, so I really have no idea how to speak Spanish. So I would probably skip over this guy here. I just don't know Spanish, so it'd be. I try to look for people that speak my language, because obviously for reasons that I don't want to have to struggle trying to figure out what how to teach someone, and they might not understand what I'm saying, and I come across that a lot. So let's see here. Let's look for somebody else then. So we got 14 comments here. Let's check it out. Okay, so no one's really talking about much here. Are you involved in most? People just ask questions like this. It's crazy. All right, so let's go to this guy. Let's see. Public figure, Montreal, Quebec. Okay, that's his fan page, it looks like. Okay, so let's check this girl out here. That's actually her fan page, so I don't want that. like I said, it's going to take some digging on these fan pages to find, to find people. But like I said, this one isn't a very good example. So actually, let's do this. Let's look for a better fan page here, because that one obviously isn't going to really do anything or give us anything good. All right, so got 26,000, 14, 600, and it doesn't really matter how big the group is, but we do want to find something that's pretty substantial. And I don't see MLM power leads, but here, we'll just try this one here. Get 100 free leads for your MLM business. How to find leads for your MLM, instant MLM leads. Let's do this. Let's narrow it down a little bit. All right, we'll just try this one. Get 100 leads for your MLM business. And there's probably not going to be too much interaction on here. And obviously I need to target a little bit better than just put MLM. So let's just try network marketing. How's that? That might work better. Okay, page's name network marketing. We can go in here and you can see there's network marketing. We've got tons of different communities. Network marketing club. This is flashing a bunch of money, so you're probably going to see a bunch of. Okay, so network marketing, local business. Let's try this one here. So as you can see, there's 7,000 people talking about this, and you can really target down some people in here. I mean, these are all people that are interested in the recruiting mastery, okay, the GoPro recruiting mastery. And I'm going to actually show you guys how to use these fan pages and contact people and message people and relate to them, okay, and how to connect with them. Because honestly, if they're interested in this on this fan page, when you show interest and say, hey, I saw you on GoPro Recruiting Mastery, and just want to connect with you. You seem like you know what you're doing, and well, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna teach you guys how to do all that. But obviously, you still want to make sure that it's someone that you do want to talk to, right? So let's see. I'm grateful every day that what I have, my life is so wonderful. So let's try this guy here. Let's look at him real quick. So as you can see, he's got a picture of him and his wife, and then he's got a picture of him and his kids, okay? And he's friends with a bunch of people that I know as well, okay? So I come over here and hit the About section, and this is cool. So as you can see, flashback about 8 years ago, married lovelady, married new mom, and dissatisfied with the life she sees ahead of herself. So he's got a lot about himself, okay? But as you can see, he's talking kind of like in the third person, which I really don't like, but it doesn't, it's not a big deal. As you can see, one day Dean makes a decision that will change his life forever. So he's talking about himself in a third person, which a lot of people teach to do that. But me personally, I don't like doing that. It sounds kind of ridiculous. People are confused, like, what? And it is confusing to some people that are new, like, why is this guy talking about himself in a, So you can find fuel in here, and I'm going to show you guys how to find fuel, in the next video. Okay, I'm going to show you how to use their About section, and I'm going to save that profile here because I'm going to show you actually how to find fuel to start a conversation with this person. And you can see he's got a lot. He's got the phone number here, and I'm going to talk to you guys about the phone number and why it's important. As you can see, he doesn't have a bunch of links and stuff like that. He's just got a few links here. And they're not affiliate links, okay? So if we go to his site, he's probably got a nice-looking site. We can tell that he is probably an Empower Network, which is something that's cool, too, because we can target them as well. Let's go check out his other site here. Work with Dean R. Black, and this is some type of squeeze page.
Hi, Marion Dean here, and
okay, so that's kind of cool. I mean, you can tell that this guy's got some experience here. So, and when people actually, promote to you when you're messaging them or talking to them, that's actually a good thing, okay? I like when people promote to me, right away because it shows that they have a lack of experience and they need to, improve on that. So we're going to talk about that as well. So that's another way to target people. Go to fan pages, things like that. I'm just talking about MLM and affiliate marketing here, okay? We haven't even gone into like other niches, but think about this, okay? Before we take off from this video here, think about it like this, guys. If you're in the health niche, say like ViSalus or something like that, you can go into like the health niche, okay? You can go into groups, okay? For instance, let's just take this one, daily health tips. Okay, you can see there's 49,000 people talking about this. Or I'm saying 49,000 like this. 156,000 are actually talking about it. So that's pretty crazy, right? And this is just a fan page. You can see that, they get a lot of people that like the different comments and things like that. So if you're in ViSalus or things like that, I mean, you can really target down your, people in here as well. Other thing too. If you're in like say the health niche, I talked about this in the webinar as well. If you can find people that like celebrities, okay, and think how powerful that is. Let's say that you're in the health niche. Say that you're in ViSalus. Let's say that you went to a fan page, like for instance, you went to what's that guy's name? Jared from Subway. People connect with Jared because Jared is an inspiration to a lot of people because he lost a lot of weight going to Subway, eating Subway. People love Subway. A lot of people love Jared. And Jared, has his own fan pages, or his own fan page with a bunch of people on there that love him to death. He's an inspiration. So imagine going to a page that, people don't know anything about marketing. They're just there because Jared's there and they love Jared. Imagine connecting with them, okay, and telling your story. Say, hey, I noticed that you're, a fan of Jared, or, you just put their page up there, say, hey, I see you're a fan of, Jared Knowlton, Subway guy, and I really liked your story, or I really liked your comment. Say, hey, I struggled too, you tell your story. I struggled too, I struggled with my weight, and, as the story goes on, you can talk to them, okay? And when you talk to them, they're going to respond back to you, and eventually you're going to get into the types of products that you use. So imagine being able to say, hey, this is what I've used in the past to really help me with my weight. And you can find an affiliate product on ClickBank, or you can get them into ViSalus. Maybe not as, to recruit them as an MLM person, but recruit them to use the products. Okay. It's so powerful to be doing these types of things. I mean, it's not just ViSalus, guys, or it's not just health. I mean, there's fishing. There's all types of different things you can be doing. It's an easy sell in other niches as well because these people don't know you're marketing them. They have no clue. They just think that, hey, this guy's got a story. This guy struggled too, and they're going to feel your pain because they've been there. Okay, you're going to feel their pain because you've been there. Like I said, don't be dishonest. If you've never been fat in your life, then don't do it. If you've never been unhealthy, don't do it, okay? So you have to be honest. If you're unhealthy, it doesn't have to be because you're overweight or because you're underweight like me. It could be because, it could be anything. Like for me, I would probably target people that are building muscle, okay? Because, I've been there before. I've been really, really underweight, and I was able to tackle those challenges and build muscle because the way I worked out and the programs I was on. But when you get lazy like me, you just can't do it anymore because I'm lazy when it comes to working out anymore. I'm too busy with my business, So I'm telling you guys, you can connect with these people in so many different levels. So that's how you target different people. We're going to go into more targeting once we get into the Facebook grab search. But the next video, we're going to actually go into the strategy. I'm going to actually do these things live. I'm going to connect with people. I'm going to show you how to connect with people using the targeting that I'm just teaching you now. All right, so we'll see you guys in the next video.